again. Welcome to another adventure, I guess. Another episode of Man Cave Munchies. Today we're going to do Battle of the Barbecue.
What?
Personally, I like the gas grills.
I'm sorry, but that's not a barbie. Now that's a barbie. You got to have charcoal to be barbecuing. That's a grill. But we're still gonna do it. We're gonna have some guests on today. We're gonna be cooking up a mess of food. Everybody's gonna have their thing to do. So let's get started. Well, the first thing we got to do is light up the Q. So we're gonna do that. And this is where a lot of people make a mistake. They do not let the charcoals fire up long enough. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna let them get hot for about 30 minutes or until you start seeing some gray ash around the outside. All right, here's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you how to make beer butt bird. You gotta love just the name of that recipe, right? And what's great is really, it's a very easy dish to make. In fact, most of the work is gonna take place right now because I'm gonna show you how to do the rub. Because the whole thing when you're doing a barbecue chicken is to take care of making a dry rub. And here's my dry rub, which basically is, you can do it with a bunch of different spices and herbs, but I mean I like to use things like garlic powder and there's a little pinch of cloves in there. There's paprika. I've got sage because that's always good on chicken. I mean there really isn't any set formula, but you want to make sure you've got some aromatic herbs and spices mixed in so that once this thing's set up for a while it's going to smell good. Now here's the best part. The chickens love this because like it says, you rub it in. And what we're going to do is we're going to coat these things everywhere, even underneath the wings and on the legs. You really want to get these things good and coated, and then you want to let them sit for at least an hour. And if you do it the night before, you can even let them set up all night long, but at least an hour. And then we're going to get on to cooking the birds themselves, which actually is the simplest part of the procedure. You take more work setting this thing up than you do actually cooking it. So while everybody else is slaving over the hot grill, we'll be having a few brewskis hanging out by the pool. And there you have it. We'll see you down at the Barbie. We got our charcoal nice and white hot and ready to go. We're going to talk about how to add the wood chips to them in a couple of seconds because there's two schools of thought. We'll be talking about that. But you'll notice we didn't use like a ton of charcoal because first of all, we want to make sure when we do the beer butt bird that we're going to put the chicken on the side away from the heat. You know, we don't want to have a beer butt briquette. So you want to be able to cook those things for 3-4 hours on the opposite side. But in the meantime, I have to add our wood chips, right? I mean,
yep.
It looks like you've got mulch from the yard, but it really isn't. Those are wood chips, and we've had them soaking for a couple of hours. And now there's two schools of thought. Joe likes to use tin foil to put them on top of the charcoals.
Absolutely.
And I don't. I prefer just to put them on straight because what we're going to do, since we only use a very minimal amount of charcoal, is we're going to put the wet chips right on top of this to get them smoking. Because what we want to do is, first of all, we've used a little bit of charcoal, so we're going to want to kind of do it in waves, particularly since we're going to want them to last for a while. But we want to get some smoke, but without burning those chips up right away. So between the charcoal on top and the wet wood chips, we should get the desired effect. And as a matter of fact, you'll notice it's already starting to smoke. Alrighty, we're getting ready to put on our beer butt bird, and as advertised, we start off with the birds and a beer. Now, the thing is you want to put half a can of beer, not a full can, because it'll spill and put out charcoals. So what you do is I will let you use your imagination to figure out what you do with the other beer, but you need half a can in each one. And I've already stoked the barbecue up again, but we're going to put them away from the heat so they can be on the backside. And the trick is, okay, I need to, well, let's turn the chicken right side up. There we go. That's full. We're good? Yep. Okay. All right. And then we're going to do it again with two. Now the reason we use two is because when you put them back to back, they'll help stand up. Okay. Cut that one. Hold on a minute. I'll get this one in too. There we go. There. Got to put them in the middle. There you go.
Dueling chickens.
We're good. All right.
Bum bum bum.
All right, let's check our chicks. Voila, beer butt bird. Even if you take them off the beer cans, that'll still help to moisten the chicken. What we're gonna do now is pull them off, put them on here. Doesn't get any better than this. And they are his and hers.